So here's what we'll do.
So he wants me out.
Yeah, and then we'll have one of the guys down grid filming Bobby in the shot, and Esley, I'm assuming, or Brian or Stim will be up with me filming. If we can somehow get a third camera, someone doesn't have to be super really high, like just someone with an extra additional camera walking around, that would be great maybe to have down the grid. It'll help you guys out a lot, because if we know the specific shot that was hit, and we can keep track by hitting it in numerical order, and you guys know number 6 was a 571. That was the first one to carry. It'll be easier. Exactly. Yeah. So
know what sequence it was hit too.
And what I'm going to be trying to do today, once we get out there for rehearsal, I'm not going to be trying to go for speed. I'm going to be trying to figure out what is making the ball stretch the furthest. What specific spin rate and launch condition is making the ball stretch the furthest at that speed? They're not going to be carrying to that other side. They'll probably be carrying like 430, 440 at their best. But I'm just trying to figure out like what's making it stretch, so I can kind of have that dialed in before we even start tomorrow. So there have been a couple of times where this has started, but then something's happened where it just been shut down because for whatever reason, you know, like it just didn't make sense to do it at the time. In 2021, we had inquiries to do it, and even 2022, we put a few calls in. It just never went anywhere because like we didn't have the resources and the timing, right? So it's very frustrating because it's been something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And I mean, this is a little aside, but I can literally hear the flags right now whipping on that flagpole, right? It's like 100 yards away. But I would say going into it, I'm extremely excited. I am very grateful to be given this opportunity and to have a team in place that's ready to capture it. And to be able to give this to the golf world, and to Rochelle Ranch. They've been amazing to me, and I couldn't be happier for this to be where I attempt it. So I'd probably start warming up at 1:30, and then start warming up at 1, and then 1:30 to 3 is, or maybe start warming up at 1:30, and then from 2 to 3:30, and then 2 to 3 slowly build, push. And probably my window is 3 to 3:30. That's where I got to do it. If I hit a perfect ball in that 3 to 3:30 window, I mean, I truly believe it might carry 500 yards. If you're talking 30, 35 mile an hour gusts at 230, 232, 233 ball speed with perfect launch, I mean, that could carry 500 yards.
If you get a 50-mile gust, absolutely.
What I got to do, I might actually have to loft my drivers up to like 7 degrees. The tough part is going to be spinning. Dude, I might need to spin at 3,000 with this tailwind to get it to hang. That's the big thing, is getting the optimization dialed in. This is a totally different lake. I mean, I have 5.5 degree heads that I can tune up 1.5 degrees. So it's like, yeah, because like if I spin it under 2,500, the ball is going to get knocked down. That ball needs enough backspin. What I'm trying to do is hit a ball that launches high quickly and then spins so much that the wind gets under it and it just floats and goes, and it'll be 12, 13 seconds in the air. I mean, I'll know when I hit it. Like, it's an exact shot I'm trying to hit, and it's not even about the ball speed actually at this point. There's about a 200 RPM backspin window where if it's too high, it's going to still balloon. And if it's too low, it's still going to ride wind nicely, but it's going to start falling. But if I can hit that 200 RPM window, which I think is going to be about 2,800 to 3,000, launch it just right and catch that gust, and it like kind of stays in that gust and spins just the right to be carried by that gust. Dude, I mean, there's no telling how far that ball can go.
And I had 3 dozen of these and 6 were sent in. So we'll number all of them from 1 to,
Perfect.
What's 9 times 12?
That would be roughly 120, something like that.
So
and then I can sign it here as well.
Gotcha.
So, and then what we can do is put the total yardage here and have it signed.
Gotcha. So these will be numbered before you hit.
Perfect.
Then you'll sign them and put the yardage on.
That's awesome.
So that'll be all done tomorrow.
Awesome.
So I'll do, and they're all left dash.
Yep.
Okay,
Can you
perfect.
pack 'em?
I'm a big legacy guy. Like, to me, money's great, and I'd want to make as much as I can, to be totally honest with you guys. But, like, at the same time, I want to be remembered for something because I know I'm not going to be here forever. And I want people to be able to remember something about me. And, like, things like this really mean a lot to me because I feel like things like this will outlive me and everybody here. And, like, I don't know, for some reason, that's something I care about, is leaving an impact. And I think this will be one of the things that does that.
The City of Rawlins would just like to extend our welcome, and like I said in the conference call, thank you so much for coming. This is just so special for our little town, and we can't thank you enough.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
It excites me in the same way a world championship excites me. Like, when you win a world championship, you've left a mark. But, like, this feels very similar. Part of the grounds crew for 2 summers. Nice. Cool. Like, I feel like to be the first person to hit a 600-yard drive on a golf hole, like, I feel like that leaves a mark. Like, I want to have us be known as a group that's done something like this. So it means a lot, and it'll definitely be a very exciting time tomorrow. And I just couldn't be more excited. Like, I think this is really going to be awesome, and I get to do what I'm passionate about, creating content, making exciting stuff for you guys, and having a great team around me to help capture and distribute it in the most palatable and exciting way. It doesn't get any better. And this is about as good as it gets. So let's do it.